After 60, your constipation can vanish when you eat these 5 foods, support digestion naturally, and reduce chronic gut issues. Let me ask you something. Have you ever had one of those mornings where you wake up feeling heavy, bloated, and just stuck? Stuck? Do you sit down with your coffee, hoping nature will do its thing, but nothing happens? So you wait. You try to distract yourself. Maybe you even reach for that bottle of laxatives on the counter again. And deep down you wonder, is this just how it is after 60? You're not alone. In fact, constipation is one of the most common digestive complaints among older adults. It can make you feel sluggish, irritated, and uncomfortable. It's not just about going less often. It's about how your whole body feels when your digestion slows down. And here's the good news. You don't need to rely on pills or uncomfortable routines to get things moving again. Sometimes it all starts with your plate. In today's video, I want to share something really simple and truly life-changing. Everyday foods that can help relieve constipation naturally and gently. These aren't strange powders or expensive supplements. These are real, wholesome foods you can find in your kitchen or your local market foods that work with your body, not against it. And best of all, these foods don't just support digestion. They also help your energy, your mood, and your overall health. So, let's dive right in with a quiet hero that many people overlook, kiwi. Now, I know when most folks think of fiber, they picture prunes or bran cereal. But kiwi might just be one of the most powerful natural remedies for constipation out there. It's soft, juicy, and slightly tartaned. It's packed with a type of fiber that works like magic in your gut. One kiwi has around 2 grams of fiber, but it's not just about the number. Kiwi also contains a special enzyme called actinidin that actually helps break down protein and stimulate the movement of your digestive tract. A few years ago, I met a woman named Nancy at a community wellness talk. She was in her early 70s and had struggled with constipation for nearly a decade. She tried everything: fiber powders, prune juice, prescription meds, but nothing lasted. Then her doctor recommended eating 2 kiwis a day, preferably in the morning. She gave it a try. Within a week, her digestion had improved so much that she stopped needing laxatives entirely. Not only that, but she said her belly felt flatter and she had more energy throughout the day. Now, that might not sound like a miracle to some people, but if you've ever dealt with regular constipation, you know how incredible a normal day can feel. Kiwi is easy to eat. Just slice and scoop or peel and pop them in your mouth. And they read delicious chilled on a hot morning or chopped into a little fruit salad with breakfast. The second food that deserves a spotlight is one that's humble, hearty, and surprisingly powerful: chia seeds. These tiny seeds are like little hydration bombs for your gut. When you soak them in water or milk, they expand into a gel-like texture, and that gel is packed with soluble fiber. Soluble fiber absorbs water and helps soften your stool, making it easier to pass. It also feeds the healthy bacteria in your gut, which keeps your digestive system balanced and happy. You only need about a tablespoon a day to start feeling the benefits. Stir them into your morning oatmeal, mix them into yogurt, or make a simple chia pudding overnight. Add some cinnamon and a few berries, and you've got yourself a breakfast that not only tastes great, but also sets your digestion on the right path for the day. I remember a retired school teacher named Harold telling me that he started adding chia seeds to his morning routine on a whim. He didn't expect much, but after a few days, he noticed something. He wasn't straining anymore. He didn't feel bloated like he usually did by mid-afternoon, and his energy said it was like someone had flipped a switch. Just from a spoonful of seeds in the morning. That's the kind of change that motivates you to keep going. And that's what this is really all about. Not quick fixes or harsh cleanses, but steady, supportive changes you can build into your daily rhythm. Because digestion isn't just a once-in-a-while concern. It's a daily function that influences how you think, how you move, even how you sleep. When it's working well, everything else tends to follow. Now that we've talked about kiwi and chia seeds, let's continue this journey with another gentle, gut-friendly food that you might already have sitting in your fridge. You might not think of it as a digestive superfood, but let's talk about cooked leafy greens, especially spinach. Now, I know raw salads get all the attention these days, but when it comes to easing constipation, especially for those of us over 60, cooked greens are a real game changer. You see, raw vegetables can sometimes be tough on older digestive systems. As we age, our stomach acid can decrease, and that makes it harder to break down tougher plant fibers. But when you gently cook spinach, kale, or Swiss chard, something magical happens. The fiber becomes softer, easier to digest, and much more effective at moving things along without bloating or gas. Plus, greens like spinach are loaded with magnesium, a mineral that draws water into the intestines, softening stool naturally. I had a neighbor once, Linda, who always looked vibrant and full of life. One day we were chatting at a community potluck, and I asked her what her secret was. She smiled and said, "Half my plate is always cooked greens. Every day. She'd eat a handful of spinach or kale in olive oil with garlic, maybe add a few beans or a scrambled egg, and that was her go-to lunch." She told me it completely turned her digestion around after 65 no more days of discomfort, and no more relying on harsh over-the-counter remedies. If you're not sure where to start, try adding a half cup of steamed spinach to your dinner a few nights a week. Season it with a little lemon or apple cider vinegar to brighten the flavor. If you prefer it in the morning, stir it into scrambled eggs or an omelet. However you enjoy it, your gut will thank you. Let's keep going, because the next food is one that's been used for centuries to support digestion. And yet many people overlook it: prunes. Yes, I know. They've been the butt of jokes for years, but prunes aren't just for grandparents anymore. There's a reason they've been recommended for generations. They work. Prunes are rich in both soluble and insoluble fiber, which means they help soften your stool, while also bulking it up and stimulating movement through the colon. But what really makes prunes special is a natural compound called sorbitol, type of sugar alcohol that draws water into the intestines and gently encourages bowel movements. Now here's the thing, just a few prunes a day can make a big difference. You don't need to eat a whole bowl. Start with 2 or 3 in the morning and see how your body responds. You can eat them as is, blend them into a smoothie, or even stew them gently with a little cinnamon and orange zest for a warming treat. I once met a man named Robert who swore he had gone 3 days in a row without taking a laxative in 10 years. He'd tried every brand you can name. Then, a friend gave him a simple suggestion. Replace his mid-afternoon cookie with 3 prunes. He figured, why not? Within 2 weeks, Robert said his digestion was more regular than it had been in years, and he was sleeping better too. And that is something a lot of people realize. When your gut is sluggish, it affects your whole body. Your energy drops, your brain fogs up, your mood can shift. But when things are flowing smoothly, everything else tends to feel lighter too. It's not about finding a miracle cure. It's about going back to the basics: real food, real results. When we support our body with the right nutrients, our digestion naturally starts to fall back into rhythm. No more guessing games, no more running to the pharmacy for temporary fixes that only leave you feeling dependent or uncomfortable later on. Now, you might be thinking, okay, kiwi, chia seeds, spinach, prunes, these all sound manageable. But is there anything I can add that tastes a little more indulgent? Absolutely. In fact, the next one might just become your favorite part of the day. Let's talk about a food that's smooth, creamy, and feels like a treat. It quietly works wonders for your digestion: avocados. Yes, that's right. This buttery fruit isn't just for trendy toast or fancy brunches. For folks over 60, it can be a powerful ally in the fight against sluggish digestion. What makes avocados so helpful is their unique combination of fiber and healthy fats. One medium avocado contains around 10 grams of fiber, and not just one kind, but both soluble and insoluble. That means it helps soften and bulk up your stool, while also nourishing the good bacteria in your gut and those healthy, mannose-saturated fats. They help your intestines stay lubricated and smooth-running, reducing strain and helping waste pass more comfortably. Now, I know some people are cautious about fat, especially if they grew up during the low-fat diet craze. But trust me, not all fats are bad. Avocados provide the kind of fat your body needs to absorb nutrients and support your digestion, brain, and heart. And they're gentle on the stomach too. There are so many easy ways to enjoy them. Spread a little on whole grain toast in the morning. Add slices to your salad or mash it up with a little lemon juice and olive oil for a simple dressing. I even knew a woman named June who would blend half an avocado into her smoothie with banana and almond milk. She said it made everything creamier and helped her go to the bathroom every morning like clockwork. And that's really what all of this comes down to: helping your body get back into a healthy, natural rhythm. Because once your digestion is working properly, everything else begins to feel better too. Your belly isn't tight or bloated. You wake up with more energy. Your mood lifts. You feel lighter not just physically, but emotionally too. Constipation may seem like a small nuisance, but it has a big impact on daily life, and you can change that, starting with the food on your plate. Let's take a moment to recap. Naturally, we've talked about Kuya's soft, refreshing fruit with an enzyme that helps things move along. We've looked at chia seeds, tiny but powerful, creating a gel that hydrates your intestines and softens stool. We explored cooked spinach and other leafy greens, which are gentle on older digestive systems and rich in magnesium. We revisited the underestimated power of prunes with their natural sorbitol and fiber blend. And we wrapped it up with the creamy goodness of avocado, full of fiber and fats that soothe your system from the inside out. These aren't extreme solutions. They're not fad diets or harsh laxatives. These are simple, delicious foods that work with your body, not against it. You don't need to change everything overnight. Just pick one or two of these foods and try adding them to your meals over the next week. Notice how your body responds. Trust your gut literally. And don't forget, digestion isn't just about the food you eat. It's also about how you live. Drinking enough water, staying gently active, and reducing stress all play a role too. A 10-minute walk after dinner, sipping warm water first thing in the morning, or taking a few slow breaths before your meal, these small moments add up. They're signals to your body that it's safe, supported, and ready to do what it's designed to do. So, if you've been battling constipation, feeling uncomfortable, or just tired of not knowing what works now, you have a path forward, and it's a gentle, natural, and effective one. You don't need to suffer in silence or feel like this is just part of getting older. It's not. Your body still wants to work for you, and with the right nourishment, it absolutely can. I hope today's video gave you something useful, something real. If you've tried any of these foods or have your own digestion-friendly tips, I'd love for you to share in the comments. You never know who your story might help. And if you found this video helpful, give it a like and don't forget to subscribe. We've got plenty more practical, uplifting advice to keep you feeling your best, no matter your age. You deserve to feel good in your body. You deserve comfort, energy, and freedom. So here's to you and to living lighter, happier, and more regular days ahead.